Foreshadowing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Quick Drag. I'm Adrian Ross, and we are here with a brand new drag artist co-host from Montreal, Quebec. It's Pythia!
Hi!
Hey, thank you so much for being here this week.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course, my pleasure. Let's talk about this week's episode.
There was so much that was happening. Now I see what they call the Olympic of Drags.
Truthfully, there was so much packed into this one episode, and we're gonna get into all of it and unpack it all. So the episode starts out with them coming in to say goodbye to Kyne. The message is on the mirror. Tainomi wastes no time in wiping that right off the mirror. She's like, all right, bye, bitch. And the girls sit down to talk, congratulate Lemon, obviously, on her amazing win last week. And Tainomi says that she wants to win. She wants $5,000 worth of makeup, to which Starzy says, whatever happened last week, don't do that to me again. I need you here with me till the end. It's a new day in the workroom. There's 10 girls left, and Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman comes in to introduce Canada's squirrel friend, Tracy Melchior. That's right, she's gonna be there helping the dolls through every once in a while. Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman and Tracy Melchior introduce the mini challenge, which is where the girls get to be pairs of morning show anchors on a brand new show called Canada Gay Am.
Oh my god. They're all such crazy characters. It's just so funny to see. Like, it's perfect for them.
They all have so much personality, and this is the kind of challenge that really lets them show it, right? Which is amazing.
No, and I love that they had to do French and English. Iconic.
So yeah, they have to do French, English, and Draglish. So 3 languages. The 3 languages of Canada.
Yeah.
So the girls pair off and go into this challenge where they just have to read the teleprompter. Sounds easy, right? But without fail, this challenge always is so entertaining. And this time didn't disappoint either. Who in this challenge did you think did a great job? Who were you like, oh, it's a rough time for them?
Okay, for some reason, I was obsessed with Anastasia. She was just fucking up the French and the English simultaneously, and it was just so funny to watch.
And it was so deadpan, too. There was not a ton of inflection or personality brought into it, which I thought was hilarious.
I know, it's like straight on reading, flat line. Every line was fucked up. It was perfect. And obviously, she's batshit crazy. I love it. She was in full character the entire time. She did not break character at any second. Even after the challenge was done, I was like...
That is a commitment, and we have to respect it. Having Priyanka and Lemon together, they were both just like leaning into that like morning show, like really cheesy kind of personality.
It's like exactly. That kind of show host like energy. I love it.
They were absolutely giving the show host energy, and it paid off because they ended up winning the mini challenge. But obviously, you can't win a mini challenge without putting some undue stress on yourself. So they are going to be the team leaders for the Maxi Challenge, which is called Not Sorry About It. It is a diss track rap battle girl group competition. As the team captains, they got to pick their teams. Once again, the one who doesn't get picked is Ilona. This is the second time in a row now that Ilona has been not picked.
Yeah, and how come? Like, she's doing so great. She looks amazing. She has personality. I'm confused.
Obviously, Ilona's feeling a little bit pressed about it, and Priyanka happens to notice and asks her about it, and she says, you know, it's triggering because she's been through that, which I think a lot of us have, so I think people could relate with her, which was good, and at least they talked it through. The girls need to name their teams. The one team comes up with the name The Duels. The Duels, which I love.
It's, what's it called, that? Draglish? Draglish. The Duel.
It's Draglish, exactly. And then the other team has a bit more of a tricky time coming up with a name, and they settle on...
The Moose Knuckles?
Moose Knuckles, yeah. Do you know this term?
Yes. Isn't it? Yeah, when your pants, yeah. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say on camera.
So yes, it's when a man's pants are too tight and you just see...
Balls.
The balls. The balls. The duel's balls. So the teams go onto the runway and get to record their diss tracks with Ralph, Canadian singer-songwriter. Was there anybody in the recording process that you were like, they're setting them up for a fail or they're looking really good?
I was very scared for like Rita. I know she can sing, but I don't know if she can rap. Also Kiara, like I was just scared because of like the language barriers, but they pulled through for me, I don't know.
I thought Kiara was interesting because she says she's known for being a Kai Kai queen. Is that true?
A little, she's dated a few. Let's just say.
I mean, she admitted it herself, so I guess it must be a little bit true, at least. And Boa obviously was having a bit of a tough time, at least according to the edit. And for the other team, I thought that Priyanka was really nailing it in the recording session. Priyanka comes out, she's like, I've got a couple songs on iTunes. Scarlett comes out, she's like, I got a couple songs on iTunes. Ilona comes out, she's like, I don't have any songs on iTunes.
Yeah, no, I have nothing.
And Rita also was like, I have songs on iTunes. So like, everybody's a singer, everybody's a songwriter, everybody's a performer. Now the choreo was a different ball game. Not everybody was great at it. There were some people who were, though. Who stood out either good or bad for you in the choreo section?
Lemon and Tainomi in the rehearsal were doing perfectly great. I was like, wow.
Obviously on that one team, there were a lot of strong dancers. There was Lemon, there was Tainomi. Kiara was on that team, and she seemed worried about Lemon and Tainomi, but she was doing a great job. And then there was Boa and Jimbo. Especially Jimbo was having a bit of a difficult time with it.
Like, white lady dancing. I loved it.
And then with the other team, Ilona in particular was looking very uncomfortable throughout the choreography. She said she's not a dancer.
Yeah, she kind of faded in the background a little.
It comes to elimination day. They're all getting ready for the runway, and obviously they're gonna have their little, makeup chats. It seems like Boa and Scarlett have some tension between them.
Oh, there's a bit of tea there. She's talking about Boa being very hostile to her or something. And I was kind of confused because I didn't see that in the last few episodes. Did you?
No, I really didn't. And then Boa's been feeling like Scarlett's been distant, and maybe both of those things are partly true to create whatever was going on there. Jimbo encouraged Boa to go talk to Scarlett, but that didn't go over so well.
She wanted her little space, which is fair, but sometimes it's very important to talk things out because it'll bite you in the ass later,
Exactly. You don't want to let it fester, right? And so, yeah, Boa went up, but Scarlett did not want to do it before the runway because there was too much on the line. Fair enough. And then the talk moves to family again, and Priyanka talks about her parents being Guyanese, her mother being very much in support of her drag, coming to her performances, all of that. And then she reveals that her father does not know that she does drag, and also does not know that she is gay.
I feel that. Immigrant parents. It's kind of complicated because there's a lot of misinformation about what queer people are. It's very confusing to them. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
They kind of don't want to know about it. So it's just
Right.
kind of like, I feel that. Immigrant parents.
She also said that she told her dad she's dating Priyanka.
So, like, she was like, when he sees the show, he's going to be like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's going to say what the fuck about more things.
Yeah, you looking crazy because you're saying you're dating your own damn self.
Yeah, literally.
So it comes to the runway, and we have the judges come out, and then our guest host for the week comes out, and it is legendary Canadian songstress, R&B diva, Deborah Cox.
Iconic.
It's time for the runway performance, and they are going to give us their Sorry About It number. Was there anyone in the runway performance that you thought really stood out?
Boa killed it. She just has like such a good personality. It just kind of works, and connecting to the audience, she knows how to do that. Priyanka, obviously, Priyanka seems like she's having so much fun at everything she does, and it really shows through in her performances and her runways.
I agree with you. I think Priyanka was great. She was delivering at all times, which was awesome. Was there anybody that maybe wasn't living up to what we were hoping for them?
Yes, Jimbo gave me quite a scare. She was just kind of rolling in the background. She got into her head. She was kind of messy.
Jimbo has been so confident and so good at everything so far that to see Jimbo feel nervous and that reading on the stage was like, oh, is this where it all falls apart?
And Ilona also seemed a little nervous. She was like overthinking it. I could see her like trying to think what the next step was. She was looking down on her feet.
She definitely said that dancing wasn't her thing, and she showed it on the stage, unfortunately. Tainomi as well, who is an incredible performer, she wasn't quite getting all her words.
She seemed kind of uncomfortable as well, which was shocking to me.
In the end, the girls all come together and decide to be truly Canadian and not fight with one another, but live, laugh, and love. And then we go into the runway, which is Quebecy with the good hair.
We all screamed here in my house. I was like,
I love it.
yeah, I guess it encompassed a hair runway. It's just like about showcasing big hair, maybe integrating it into your costume, I would think. So yeah, super cool.
First up was Kiara.
I was expecting a bit more from Kiara. She's lacking that stylistic eye.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do much better. I know you can.
But I did love that wig. That wig was enormous and I lived for it. Next out on the runway was Jimbo.
She was like, what? I had 12 wigs on me? I was like, ow. That was really nice. It was like Hot Destroyers meets like, I don't even know. I love it.
Yeah, it was sort of like an S&M vibe. The dye of the wig was also really beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Like,
the bounce was beautiful. It just like, it worked.
Next on the runway was Tainomi.
It just looked like it was kind of hot glued together. It didn't do really anything for her shape, when she has such a beautiful shape. I see what she was going for.
If she could have given herself some sort of shape or add something interesting so it wasn't just like hair going straight down and making her look not shapely in any way.
A big poof here, maybe a big poof on your hips, something to give you that.
A bit more of an hourglass, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Next on the runway was Boa.
With Boa, she's like, I don't give a shit. This is exactly what I want to do and this is exactly what I'm going to wear. And that's the secret. It's just being unapologetically you.
She sells everything that she wears and that's what makes it work, even if it's something that shouldn't work. Next on the runway was Lemon.
I got the concept, but I was like, why is your tree brown? Like, why don't you have a bit of green, maybe some leaves? Something to make it look like a tree, you know what I mean? To me, it looked kind of like a...
Did it look like a poop volcano with lemons coming out of it? Maybe. I don't know. Next on the runway was Priyanka.
That was beautifully crafted. I want to know who made it. It's so beautiful.
I love that there was like braiding. That was really smart, I thought. The hair that was kind of like the tutu, it didn't really cover the back. I think my one suggestion for that outfit was I wish it covered all the way around. It was a really cool outfit and the color blocking was great and she really sold it. Next on the runway was Starzy. What did you think about Starzy's outfits?
Yeah, Cousin It. I was like, definitely something similar to what I would have done. But like, there was such a disconnect. I was expecting something more because I love her and I know her craftsmanship is amazing. So those were completely two different worlds.
And I mean, I like the idea of giving two things, but yeah, it just didn't work in this situation. Next on the runway was Rita.
That was great. Little like 80s prom moment.
It wasn't anything I would say that would be like revolutionary, but it was a really great costume. She did a great job. Next on the runway was Scarlett.
Oh, that was so fun and whimsical and cute. Her name across her head, the smoke coming out of her mouth. I really liked it.
Yeah, she was giving full party clown, that bobo hair. The outfit itself wasn't overly hairy, but she gave great hair with the bobo and well-placed hair on the costume. And last on the runway was Ilona.
Oh, that was so beautiful. It was eye candy. That's exactly what I was expecting for her Drag Race looks. She's so polished. I hate her. I'm so jealous of her.
Looked expensive, it looked refined, it looked elevated. The runway is done and we move to the critiques. The girls worked in groups, but they're going to be judged individually. Stacey is kind of leading the charge for the judges this week, and she calls out Tainomi, Pri, Kiara, Scarlett, Starzy, Boa, and Ilona, and they are the tops and bottoms for the week. So Rita, Jimbo, and Lemon, they are safe. For Kiara, they expressed concern about her design and her taste level.
In a way, I do see what the judges mean, and they always want to see you do the best.
The next one being critiqued was Tainomi, but I was surprised at how heavily they went in on her.
Yeah, it's pretty raw. I can see her sort of like losing drive. I hope it doesn't become her biggest enemy.
You see her confidence just like lowering and lowering each week. So I hope she can shake that off and do better moving forward. The next one that they critique is Boa. They basically want to hate her look, but they can't help but love it because she's selling it so hard. Next up was Pri, and they loved Pri. What is there to say? So for Starzy, they said kind of a lot of the same things that we did, that there was two looks, but it was confusing, it didn't really align, there was kind of too much going on, and that she also kind of got lost in the challenge. Next up being critiqued was Scarlett. They said she had a lot of personality in the challenge, and they loved the bobo hair and the shape of the hair on the sides of her costume. And then the final one that they critiqued was Ilona. There was struggle with the dancing, there wasn't a lot of confidence behind it, but they loved her runway look. As the queens go back into the workroom while the judges deliberate, Kiara repeats that she's disappointed in herself. Tainomi actually has to step away for a moment because the critiques seem to really be getting into her head. She says she feels like her light is dimming, and it made her feel like she doesn't really know herself. And then the drama between Boa and Scarlett finally actually comes out. Scarlett says that she feels like it's a bit like target practice and she feels like she's the target. Boa thinks Scarlett is maybe a little bit jealous of seeing her be successful on the show, which she maybe wasn't expecting. But they agree to bury it.
I wonder if there's gonna be more to that or if it just kind of end. Because even at Boa's confessional, she was like, you know what, sometimes you just say sorry to people so they can just shut the fuck up. So I was like, are you being genuine about that, or is it gonna resurface?
The girls come back to the runway for the decisions, and the winner this week is Priyanka. So Priyanka got a mini challenge and a maxi challenge win in the same episode. Congrats, Diva. Starzy and Tainomi are in the bottom, and they are going to be lip-syncing in front of the diva herself. They are going to be lip-syncing to Deborah Cox's Absolutely Not.
I'm sorry, but I would poop my pants if I had to perform a song in front of a singer. Ah! No.
And what did you think of the lip-sync?
I think Tainomi gave it her all. I feel like Anastasia in her head had already gone home.
Tainomi was obviously giving you more personality and movement in terms of the performance. And Starzy was a little bit more stationary. It was kind of like a pageant, like I'm gonna emote for you. So the decision is made, and Tainomi, Shantae, you stay. And for Starzy, unfortunately, it's a sachet away. We say goodbye to the lovely Anastasia Nakwe. That ends episode 3 of Canada's Drag Race, but stay tuned on Wednesday for another episode of Quick Drag with Pythia, where we profile her and have a performance. Thanks so much for watching Quick Drag. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit the subscribe button over there, click on our social media links in the description below, and be sure to come back on Wednesday for a profile and performance by Pythia.